Question that we've been asked is, how do you do partial invoice trust transfer in uLaw? After you've raised an invoice, you always know that you can do trust transfer. In this case, we raised an invoice for $1,135.65. There's quite a bit of money left in trust, so you can do trust transfers. Now, the generic Law Society approved transfers are, you can select all of them for that amount and you can transfer from trust to general. Right? But sometimes you can choose not to transfer all of them. Maybe you just want to transfer just the invoice portion. You could do that. But notice that uLaw does not allow you to change this amount, right? So you either have to pick a combination of disbursements and legal invoices or, this, because we mark which transfers are being transferred. So you cannot come up with an arbitrary amount. But for some unknown reason, if you have to do that, like for example, you just want to transfer $1,000 and not anything, and none of these amounts add up to that, uLaw does offer you an exception. But for that, you need to be an admin because we want to make sure that you exactly know what you're doing. So once you enable admin mode, you are here, and you go back here, and then you click on the question mark, right, and go to the transfer. You will see that there's an enable button here. So you enable yourself, and once you enable yourself, now you can say, hey, I want to transfer the legal fee and the disbursement and that, and now this goes overall to the full amount, but you know what, I want to restrict to just $1,000. You can do that. Now if you went beyond the 1135, let's say you put 1200, right, uLaw will immediately say, sorry, you can only transfer 1135, which is the max. But let's say you want to just transfer $1,000, right? And you're writing yourself a check and hit the transfer button. We will allow that. Like basically now, if you go back to the matter and you go into your trust panel, you will see that exactly the $1,000 that you indicated got left over. Now, if you click the question mark, now you will see that the 1135 is still left over. So generally, we don't allow transfers of these arbitrary amounts from trust to general because when audited, you want to be 100% sure that you mark what transfers you're making against which ones, right? But in these special circumstances where you have to do certain things a certain way because of certain reasons, uLaw does have this exception mechanism by going into admin button. Again, to summarize, you go into the admin button, enable admin, be in admin mode, and when you now click on the question mark and want to do that trust transfer, what uLaw would do is it will provide you with that small enable button. So as you see here, it's now this thing is not editable, but the minute you enable it, right, or override it, like it becomes eligible. Now, if you put say $200, you will see that uLaw will only allow you to transfer the 1355.65. So you will never be out of compliance with uLaw, but we make sure that you have this override feature just in case you need. Okay. In that case, I'm going to choose that transaction here. I will choose the legal fee probably, which was left over, and I can push the transfer button. So now we have fully withdrawn the entire invoice from trust, but as two transfers, one with $1,000 and the other one with $135.64.